Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today it's going to be a ZVT Hero and Outsider between Firebat and Terror. Two Koreans going at it. Top right side-ish of the map we have the green Terran player, it is Firebat. And on the left side it is the purple Zerg player, Terror. Oh, we actually have some Korean characters coming in, but mostly it is rectangles. So if you speak rectangle, let me know and the translation, and I will appreciate it. Okay, so remember last week when it was Terror versus Zealot, and Zealot was playing Protoss? Wait, Zealot was playing Zerg, Terror was playing Protoss, and I got super confused. Firebat is playing Terran, which is race appropriate for StarCraft. Just wanted to point that out. Alright, so Terran is a Korean player, currently unaffiliated, officially retired, but I got this from a replay pack. I'm not entirely sure when this was played. And I'm excited to cast a ZVT for you guys here on Monday, or maybe Tuesday, if you're a time traveler, or live in Australia or Japan. I don't have very many Japanese viewers, at least nobody who has told me they're from Japan. If you're from Japan, and you want to comment, let me know that you're from Japan, I would appreciate it, because I don't think I've ever had anybody tell me they were a fan of mine from Japan. I've had China, Taiwan, Vietnam, New Zealand, Australia. I mean, like, India, all different places over in that part of the world. And obviously, most of the states. South America, a lot of fans down there too. Europe, definitely. But never Japan. I'm going to get like 18 people that are like, hey, I'm a Japanese fan, keep it going. Anywho, these guys are chatting, and there's just nobody know what they're talking about. Regardless, it's a hatch first play here out of Terror. We have seen a few pool first plays. Pool first plays on the channel recently, so interested to see a hatch coming out here at what looks like a 12 or so for Terror, and then 11 pool. Walling off the low ground here on Outsider. This is a weird map. I think the last CBT I cast on this map might have been between Artosis and Day 9, which, holy smokes, that was a lot of fun. Artosis and Day 9 going at it. Oh, my goodness. Bunker time. Bunker time! He knows that was a hatch first timing. He knows you're going to have to pull some drones to deal with this. He's got a Marine coming too. This bunker... Okay, extra drones coming down. I was going to say, one drone's not going to be enough to stop this. Pulling the boys to deal with this early thing. This is... Oh my gosh. SCVs coming in. The bunker's done. But the Marine can't get inside because there are just drones chasing this all the way back and back and back and back and back. The problem with Marines is they're slow, man. Without stim, drones can catch them, and drones hit them pretty hard, all things considered. So you got your bunker down, congratulations, but no Marines are ever getting in that bunker. Probably. Pool done. The 6-lings in production. The drones are losing a ton of mining time right now. Like, a ton of mining time, but 3 SCVs are off the line here, too, for Firebat. So, I don't know, where are we looking? It's probably, let's see. I'm going to guess the economy is definitely better for Firebat at this stage. Oh, Marine making a dash for it. Does get in the bunker. But there are 6-lings now. Oh, even more lings. So let the chaos continue here. That bunker going to die. The Overlord over it for some reason. Bunker down. Marines down. Effort to kill Terror fast failed. And let the counterattack commence. Terror, always known as an aggressive Zerg player. I have a lot of his replays, and they're always so fun to cast. One of my favorite players, honestly. I like this guy a lot. So anyway, cruising USA. Getting on up here. We got SCVs with the body block. We got Marines behind the SCVs, but this is so many Zerglings all of a sudden. The body block. Oh, another Marine pops out just in the nick of time. The micro from Firebat is fantastic, and he does just barely hold that counterattack. That was this close from being like, both those SCVs are dead, the Marine is dead, and the lings are inside your house, and that's really bad. But that Marine pops out of the barracks just in time. Trying to keep this Overlord alive would be my guess what he's trying to do right now. Can he save it is the question. Let's pull up his health. Lings getting... Okay, we'll scout. You can try... Oh, they do kill the Overlord. Can't get to the high ground in time. You go ahead and scout the main base. There's nothing there. He's just going for an expansion on the low ground. No factory at all. So honestly, at this stage, drone, man. Terror's got a drone his face off, got a macro hatch coming up. Maybe even taking like a third down here. Outsider, again, a weird map for thirds. You have these, right? He was checking to see if there's a base over here. You have these little lines of minerals over in this location. I think the last Outsider game I might have cast might have featured Terror, but it was a ZVP, not a ZVT. Trying to remember all the games that I've cast can get pretty tricky. Man, these Lings are faster than Marines. Again, if they don't have stim. No, why would you? Okay, I'll just suicided the Zergling for no reason there. That's fine, I guess. Lair on the way. Going for that sunken SCV, sticking around, going for that scout, sees the sunken. He'll get that lair timing too. He's going to see that and say, yes, probably Mutalisks would be my guess. Although, no second gas quite yet. You don't need it quite yet. Let's go ahead and see what happens there on that gas timing. Gas coming in now from the Terran player. He's making a second barracks instead of a factory. He's going to go for that bio timing, trying to get in here and kill the Zerg player before he gets a Spire up and before his mutas are here. Which is why we're going to make some Sunkens. 3 Sunkens can usually hand a good number of Marines. If they have medics, it's a different story. You want some Lings to mess with that too. And if there are Firebats, well, Firebats and medics and Marines take a while to get. So at that point, your mutas are probably out. Is usually how that works. Supply depots coming in, Academy coming in here too. Engineering bay popping up as he will need turrets. Eventually, man, I must have just started watching that lair when it was just starting. And there we go. So does he go for... Yep, there's your second gas. He goes for the Spire. Ta-da! Okay, gonna be Mutos, which, again, Firebat has seen a bajillion times. Which is, yeah, a bajillion times. I'm gonna count that. Just in my head real quick. And he's seen it a bajillion times. Whew, I'm a little tired today. Mowed the lawn, and then had to put the, you know, the lawn feed on it, as I do like 4 times a year to make sure it doesn't die. And then I checked the sprinklers to make sure they weren't dead after the winter, and then I came in and cast StarCraft. It's been a bit of a longer day, but hey, we are here. We are loving it. Ooh, the Lings, no medics, they say. Can we kill all of these Marines? The answer is maybe, maybe not. Maybe we're just going to go in for a scout. Ooh, he sees the medics. He sees the double barracks. He says, okay, this is going to be aggressive. With medic play, so how are we going to handle that? Well, the third Sunken is probably something you're going to want here sooner rather than later. Oh, another barracks. Are we just going bio all the livelong day here? It feels like we are. I shouldn't be surprised. That is a style that Flash popularized, possibly. It might have been I Love OOV, but anyway. Bottom line is, you can do a lot with Marine, Medic, Science Vessel, it turns out. The Science Vessels are key, right? You're not going to win with just Marines and Medics and Firebats. That's not going to happen. But with Science Vessels to irradiate things like Mutalisks and Lurkers, you're going to have a much better time of it. So I would expect to see... There you go. There's your factory. Eventually a factory coming up. You get a starport and then that Science Vessel. Third base now just coming in for Terror. A little bit late, but I think that's okay. Hydralisk then for Lurker aspect 2. The Mutas. 10 Mutas are going to pop. You're going to want, like, turrets now, my friend. Are you starting turrets? Yes, okay. So 2 turrets in the natural base. The main base does not have any turrets, which I'm concerned about. But the Marines and Medics should be able to cover that mineral line pretty effectively. Look at the timing on this turret. It's going to finish, like, right when these Mutas arrive. Ding, second turret up. We've got a bunker with Marines in it. The Mutas don't want to engage with that. Yeah, turret, Marine, it's just, you're going to take a lot of damage with these guys. Has he already lost a Mutalisk? Wasn't he making 10? Oh, he's got one down here. A little late to the party. Wait for me, guys. Oh, it's Jeffrey again. It's Jeffrey, always late to these things. If we were 10 Mutos, we would have won the game by now. But that idiot, he's late. Now we can't win the game right now. There's too many Marines and turrets, and it's entirely Jeffrey's fault. Lurker aspect on the way, as we would expect it to be. +1 attack coming in. 2 Mutas, 3 Mutas go down. Missile turret hits are no joke for Mutalisks. They are fast and zippy and can fly, and as a result, they are incredibly squishy, just like Wraiths are, just like Corsairs are. Corsairs are probably the tankiest of the zippy flying units in StarCraft, aren't they? I feel like they're the hardest to kill, generally. Anywho, nothing too surprising about this game. Third base pretty happily running down here for Terror. He's got that third gas raring to go. Getting all of that delicious Vespene gas that he needs to make stuff like Defilers, which he's going to go for eventually here. Vespene gas probably isn't delicious, right? Nice snipe on that medic, though. Probably doesn't taste good. Kind of like gasoline doesn't taste good. Like stuff that powers other stuff isn't usually delicious. Is there a lesson in that? I'm having some weird thoughts right now at 10 p.m. where I am. I guess sugar's delicious, and it's used as a power source, right? So maybe that's the exception to the rule. Maybe it's the exception that proves the rule. Double starport. Whoa, hold on. We have an engineer. Okay, so maybe just for double science vessel production? He's really going heavy on the science vessels at this early, which is nice. Lurkers showing up. It will take them a while to kill that refinery. They're not great against buildings, as everybody knows. But this harassment is pretty serious right now. The repair is happening, but the SCVs I think are taking splash damage. Okay, yeah, that's happening as well. Lurker's getting closer and closer. Comsat has enough energy for multiple scans, so there's one. This is really problematic right now. Is he going to try to jump on this? He can't just let the Lurkers continue to creep in. Can he? The Mutos are like, if you're going to worry so much about these guys, let's maybe sneak into the main base and see what we can do. There are, 7 of us, which is maybe not ideal. We'll try to kill some supply depots, I guess. Dude, now the Marines are leaving the neighborhood. Get in there and take down that natural base. Just whoop, whoop, bam. Burrow, I think you can do it. You can kill that turret. These turrets anyway. Dude, he's evacuating. Go, Terror! Oh my gosh, he evacuated the natural. That was a perfect time to just Lurker drop right in front of all those SCVs. It wouldn't have taken very long to kill them. You still could have run. I thought that was the point of the Mutalisks, was to distract the Marines to do that. They did that, and then Terror was like, no, we're good. We're good. Also, I don't know why this poor Ursidon is here on this fire tile set. It seems really too hot for something with a giant fur coat. Unfortunately. He's like, holy crap, you have this many Lurkers at this stage of the game? That's what you get when you have 3 gas this early. Does he need tanks to take this down, or just irradiating? Oh, he's making dropships. That's what that second starport is for. Oh my gosh, get out of there. Run. Oh wait, unloading back. He's going to go for a surround. Okay. They got a science vessel, and they lose like 4 Mutalisks in the process. This is so many Lurkers from Terror, though. Look at his 4th base coming up. He's so confident at this stage of the game. Oh my goodness, that is like almost you need tanks for that number of Lurkers. Oh, no, but Mutos are all gone. They ran to their deaths for no reason whatsoever. The Lurkers are like, hey, you're at this portion of the map. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, everyone's dead. That really should have been a pickup and get out of there. Once the Mutalisks and the Scourge were dead, get in the dropships, go back home. That was just throwing away a bunch of Marine lives unnecessarily. These poor medics are like, we're scouts, I guess. Can heal each other, which is nice. Show our friendship and bond that way. But yeah, this is definitely bio style. All the bio in the known universe, which can work. I'm going to see comments that are like, see, it doesn't work. You can't just go bio versus Terran. You need tanks and vultures and stuff, or maybe just all mech. But, we've seen Flash win. Oh, we've seen Flash win with it. So it can't be entirely garbage. Although, is that a fair argument to say that Flash won with it, therefore it is viable? Or is it more fair to say it's only viable if Flash is the one doing it? See, look. Run! Where'd the dropships go? There's nothing else. I guess there are some Scourge around. It's like, sorry, guys. Need to find your own ride home, which is Lurker infested. But the Lurker's down. A lot of Marines dead, but that doesn't give them the evacuation route they needed to escape. 3rd base coming up for Firebat. A little bit late, I would say. This is more and more Lurkers, man. This is like the massiest Lurkers. Okay, well, 2 Marines down's not bad. That could have been a lot worse. Maybe like dark down this way. You probably died to Lurkers, but sitting in the middle of the map's not going to accomplish anything either. Like, jump on something. Go kill it, Firebat. Be decisive. Take chances. Make mistakes. Name that show. Okay, but you really, Firebat, buddy. I'm going to try to kill these Lurker eggs. It's not going to happen because they have 1,000,000 armor. And Marines suck at killing anything that has 1,000,000 armor. There are things that are good at killing stuff with 1,000,000 armor. Archons are one of them. Tank's pretty good too. Big hits, right? Big swings. We've talked about them a million times. You know what it is. Marines, no. Zerglings, no. Not good at it at all. Small, big attacks. Or small, fast attacks. Not good. Consume on the way from the Zerg player. And I just feel like Terror's way ahead. I mean, I'm looking at it. 113 to 114. You're like, I don't know. But just tech choice. Like, all the Lurkers in the known world versus bio? with dropships instead of a million science vessels? I don't know about this. Firebat could definitely win. I have not watched this in advance, and Firebat seems like a good enough player. He can give Terror a heck of a time and win the match. Oh, Scourge, though. Nice intercept. Beautiful intercept from Firebat. That may be the best play he's made all game. Oh. Why would you go there? Terror, no. Drop decides, let's go over here instead. This seems like a safer place than Scourge Heaven over in the bottom right. Oh, they can high ground harass that mineral line a little bit. They can also jump right into the main. But there are lurkers waiting for that one. The dropships, oh, Scourge down. Harassing a little bit, but four lurkers, man. Maybe just set up your Marines on the edge here and see what you can hit. That'd be my recommendation at this stage, because you're not getting through that lurker ball at all. This might just be Firebat making poor life choices. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Again, if your opponent's going all of the Marines in the known universe, and he has like 2 science vessels, yeah, Ultralisk's not a bad way to go. Oh, he can hit that extractor with 1 Marine. Do you not fit more Marines out here? Sometimes you can't. Sometimes, sometimes you can't walk onto ledges that you feel like you should be able to walk out onto. Hey, look, it's the first Dark Swarm of the day. Irradiate on the Defiler. Irradiate on the Lurkers. Did we already do that? He's trying to irradiate those Lurkers, and I think he got both of them. But not before that Lurker ends up with 8 kills. And Marines come in to try to finish the job anyway. Losing a science vessel too? Firebat. You are in trouble this game. In an immense amount of trouble this game. Now, before you say Falcon, this is from a Terror replay pack. Obviously, he won every game. That is not true. He did not win every match. I've already cast a game from this pack where he lost. So, just put that idea out of your head. That said, he looks really good here. He's getting Kindness Plating right now. Hey, look, Spider Mines, though. All right. If you're trying to deal with Ultras, Spider Mine's really good. They just hit really big and really hard against those Ultras. Take giant chunks of health off of them. 125 explosive, or splash damage, rather. And the third base has been pretty much left well alone. I don't really feel like a lot of SCVs have died today. There are only 44, which is a problem. I really haven't seen this Dropsile versus Zerg all that much in Brood War. It's very strange. Oh, Free Defiler. Free Defiler. Oh, clutch Dark Swarm, though. 17 HP, clutch. These guys are still alive. Oh, the Lurkers are leaving the premises. They're trying to deal with this drop. The dropships go down. There's a handful of Marines and Firebats here, but there's like 4 Lurkers too. You guys need to jump up here now and kill stuff. Firebat's having a really, really hard time multitasking right now. He's doing a great job distracting, but then he's not capitalizing. There you go. On it, coming up this left side. Ooh, Spawning Pool's not a bad target. But like all of these drones, also not a bad target. Several drones going down. Spawning Pool gonna die because these guys have +2 attack. And Stim. Pretty good. Ultralisk +1 attack. +2 armor. Lurkers with no attack upgrades, but they have that armor upgrade shared there. Yeah, I mean, this Ultra has... They're just not gonna happen. Okay, well, once the Ultras are out, don't know what to tell you. Get the Defiler. Oh, hides in the Dark Swarm. Nice job by Terror. Good response. Did he try? He was posturing to take down this 4th base, and then he was like, nah, I'm good. We're going to bring some Science Vessels down to irradiate the Ultras and the Defilers first. Maybe don't catch a Scourge to the face, though. There's only 1. So, like, all you guys are fine. Ta-da! Irradiate the Ultralisk. Irradiate the Defiler. Don't get Plagued. I don't think Plague is done. What are you doing? Get him! Okay. So irradiates the Defiler. Loses a Science Vessel. Irradiates another Defiler. Maybe oh, goodness gracious. The Lurkers are in the play. Okay, it's 153 to 118 total supply. Firebat. It's not happening, my guy. Not happening, my man. See, the trick here to this working is you got to have like 100 Marines, which Flash is very capable of doing. If you don't have 100 Marines, it's not really going to work. Ooh, Battlecruisers, though. Alright, alright. Does he have Yamato researched? Because Yamato ignores Dark Swarm. It's not a regular ranged attack. It's like Psionic Storm that way. Oh, the Science Vessels keep getting crushed. Save up! Saved them. Flash maneuver. Saves the Science Vessels with the Marines. As you see, flashed you all game. All game. Scourge trying to take down a Battlecruiser. Can't quite do it. You need more Scourge than that for sure. Although Scourge are pretty decent against Battlecruiser cost for cost. But Battlecruiser operational, and nothing here can shoot up. So suddenly Battlecruiser's not bad, I would argue. Is he? Oh, he's ultra dropping up here at the 4th. Yeah, that's the thing. Battlecruiser's not good at defense because... Oh, that's enough Scourge for sure, because they're really slow. Offensively, they're pretty good. That other Battlecruiser go? He's over here. See, he can one-shot Scourge, which is really nice. Big attack from Firebat coming down. Trying to deal with these Ultralisks sheerly through the power of Stim and +3 Marines. And you know what? It's kind of working for him. Oh, until the Dark Swarm comes up. You got to get out of there. Thank you very much. He does escape from that location. The Scourge catch another Science Vessel. It just takes so much control to do the strategy. If you're not Flash or like Flash adjacent, it's hard to pull it off. Yeah, you lost the 12 o'clock. You lost the 3rd base too. It's technically 135 to 122 supply, Firebat. As a leading overall supply, but it's just not. I don't see this happening. If he proves me wrong, I hereby accept it. I will be proven wrong, but just my analysis of how the game is going so far, it is unlikely. Extraordinarily unlikely that Firebat's going to win this thing. I like taking down the Nidus. I also really, really like getting Yamato. You're going to make Battlecruisers. Jeez, these Zerglings just crushing. All right, so Nidus down. Reinforcements over to this area of the map. Not super easy except for this Nidus. Always have a backup Nidus. You guys are radiating all the things. Your energy's pretty low. You're doing it. You're making it happen. Yeah, already injured Ultras, if they take an irradiate, there's a good chance they will die. A fully healthy Ultralisk will not die to an irradiate, but like a half HP one will. Lurkers coming up. Marines, get out of there. Focus down the Scourge. No! Didn't quite do it, but the Marines engaging with Dark Swarm. Not ideal. Not super great. Hey, he reestablished his 3rd base. He's got Firebats, which do negate Dark Swarm. He is pretty much tied in total supply right now, which is fine. God, another Science Vessel down, though. If the one thing he did different in this game is keep his Science Vessels alive, I kind of feel like he'd be in a better spot. He does keep making Vultures, which makes me think he's going to go mech at some point, but he's really just pumping Marines right now. Scourge. Oh, Science Vessel down. Lurker backside attack. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Oh, another Dark Swarm. Terror is, for a game that's lasted 23 minutes, Terror is sort of outclassing Firebat right now. I know I've been beating that drum for the last, 15 minutes now, but woo! Okay, all right. Taking down one of the 5th base. It's Terror's 5th. Not a bad way to go. You're still only on 3 bases. You're mined out of your main almost entirely, and your natural is done. So maybe an expand down this way would be good. Vultures, pretty good against Zerglings, although they don't really have upgrades. Nah. They have 0 upgrades, except for Spider Mines, and I think speed. Are they zippy? Pretty sure they looked fairly zippy there. Again, Ultraling, not that scary. What makes it scary is this guy, who does die, but has already tossed down a Dark Swarm. Firebats versus the Lings. Ooh, Firebat making his namesake unit go by Dropship. The Scourge today have been super MVPs for Terror. And that's it. Firebat decides it's time to get out of there. This has been enough of a very, very strange and difficult game to win. Maybe not a strange game, but, a game nevertheless. Hit that like button if you enjoyed that. I think Zerg players enjoyed it, but maybe Terran players did not. Firebat is not quite ready for prime time. That is my judgment after this game. Or, you know, whenever this was played, he was not ready. But maybe today he is ready. But, I'll try to find some modern games with Firebat. Anyway, lots of Lurkers, lots of Defilers, lots of Dark Swarm, lots of Scourge and Zerglings, and all the ingredients were there for Terra to win that game. They were there. That was it. He didn't lose a base, which is massive. If you don't lose a base versus a Terran player, you're in a good spot. Especially if you're on 4 bases. Oh, wait, he lost this one. Never mind, he did lose a hatchery. He did. But it didn't matter in the end. Just too much. Too much Zerg. 140,000 points there for Terran. 170,000 points for Terror. Ended up, you know, kind of producing similar numbers of units there. 430 to 503 is not that big of a difference. But Lurkers and Ultras are big ticket items. You can't really make a lot of those with your money. And Marines are super cheap, so that's the difference here. Resources. Oh, look at that gas mine from Terra. I guess if you're going for a ton of Marines, you don't need a ton of gas. Entirely fair, but outspent the Terran player by 13, 14,000 resources. Hard to win a game where you get outspent by that much. So good job by Terror. Gets the win against the Terran player, who again, just not quite ready today. But again, I'll try to find a modern game of his and see if that works out. But at the end of the day, that is going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.